this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it. At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Breida. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Smith on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Dobbs, and able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give, right side. Still. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You got nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The team's locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The open man is Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott off play action. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll run for it with Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators.
streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update now from Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll run on first down. Still. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down now. Still. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, still. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Mike 27, Mike 26. Drop these. Hey, check Mike 27.
Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report. Coachman, take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Niners' 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got him.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, still. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Still, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Open here, Adam Thielen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. On 1st down, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
From the 41, Prescott. It's complete to Diggs. A A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out on it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 24. Check 24. Go. Back. Yeah. Go.
Now Dobbs. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Check. Kill.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Your turn is here, baby. Your turn is here.
At the 17-yard line.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Ricky. Over. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 4th down, Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Smith. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 36-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got him. You got him.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the ball. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Mike 54.
On 4th down, Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Prescott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about